news breaks with the same speed.
Sometimes you find the news, and sometimes the news finds you.
All stations can keep up. At Adaba FM, we not only give you news at the speed of nanosecond, but we also break it down with up-to-date analysis, informed opinions, and distinct professionalism. That's why you love us. Adaba 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
The time is 3 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Olajumoke Omotosho with Urban News at 3 in the news. Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal holds pre-hearing session. Adeleke Oyetola no fate tomorrow as Supreme Court rules on Osun Guba election. NCDC warns Nigerians about continued presence of COVID-19.
This is the news.
The Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal has ended sitting after pre-hearing session earlier today. This is just as the Action Alliance withdrew with petitions against the President-elect Bola Tinubu. No reason was given for the withdrawal. Counsel in the matter spoke with newsmen after the hearing.
With the court to make sure that these matters are dealt with urgently because of their national importance. So we are very happy today 3 petitions have been dealt with and 2 to come up tomorrow. And the very important ones, the Atiku and PDP petition will be coming up tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow for the continuation of the pre-hearing session.
I said that the decision to be rendered will impact on Nigeria's electoral jurisprudence, judicialism, and constitutionalism. It's very, very important that this is made known.
The 5-man panel of justices is headed by the presiding justice of the court, Justice Aruna Samani. Meanwhile, a transition committee member, Bayo Ononuga, has accused the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of blackmailing the judiciary over President-elect Bola Tinubu. In a statement on Monday, Ononuga said God has plans for Nigeria and Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the best leadership pedigree to pilot the affairs of the country from May 29. The former media director of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, PCC, said he has been witnessed elections since 1979 and 2023 election was the best, fair and most transparent in the history of election in the country so far. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has said the President-elect Bola Tinubu can fix Nigeria with God's help. Adeboye expressed confidence that Nigeria would prosper under Tinubu's administration. The clergyman urged Tinubu to fulfill Nigerians' dream of a new nation. Adeboye was represented by Special Assistant Pastor Dele Balogun. He spoke at the monthly Thanksgiving service at the RCCG headquarters in Ebute Metta. On Monday, the Supreme Court in Abuja announced that judgment in the legal tussle between Boeing Oyetola of the All Progressives Congress and Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party in Osun governorship election will be delivered tomorrow, Tuesday. The final judgment is scheduled to hold by 2 p.m. The Election Petition Tribunal that sat in Osogbo, the state capital, had overturned Adeleke's declaration as the winner of the July 16 election by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), a decision which was also overturned by the appeal court that sat in Abuja. Oyetola had approached the Supreme Court to dismiss the appeal and announce him as the winner of the election. Another batch of 129 Nigerians evacuated from Sudan has arrived on Monday morning. They arrived at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, with Sudanese airline Taco Air this morning. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission NIDCAM said that a total number of 1,600 Nigerians have been evacuated from Sudan so far. The agency said the 8 batches of stranded Nigerians evacuated from conflict-ridden Sudan arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and are still expecting more. The chairman of NIDCAM, Abike Dabiri-Rewa, said another batch would be coming into the country soon. You're listening to the news at 3 on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramoki. After the break, NCDC warns Nigerians about continued presence of COVID-19. Details of this story and more coming up shortly. Please stay tuned.
9 FM online platforms at Araba FM TV on YouTube, Araba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080 30414 or Hazan on 080-650-77920 or Feyi on 0814-138-8719 or Temi on 080-66766-944. You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms at Adaba FM TV on YouTube, Araba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080 30414 or Hazan on 080 650 77920 or Feyi on 0814-138-8719 or Temi on 080-66766-944. You can place your business and brand adverts on Adaba 88.9 FM online platforms at Adaba FM TV on YouTube, Araba 88.9 FM on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. With an audience of over 60,000 people across all our social media platforms and a reach of over 315,000 overall. Call these numbers today to push your market before that audience. Kadzim on 080 30414 or Hazan on 080 650 77920 or Feyi on 0814-138-8719 or
Glad to have you back for news update and live streaming. Visit our website www.adaba89.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/Adaba FM 8.9 on Facebook, at Adaba 889 FM on Instagram, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. To provide us information, send us an email via newsroom@adaba889.fm. Now to rest of the bulletin. The Nigerian Navy have reiterated its stance to rid the Niger Delta and the country in general of activities of crude oil thieves and pipeline vandals. The flag officer commanding FOC Eastern Naval Command (ENC), Rear Admiral Olushola Oluwagbire, gave the assurance during his maiden inspection of facilities at the Nigerian Navy ship Pathfinder in Port Harcourt. He said the Navy had redoubled its effort in tackling illegal bunkering through several operations, including 24 hours daily patrol of creeks and waterways. He called on the public to give useful information to the command to aid the arrest of criminal elements in the country. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has said the threat of the COVID-19 virus remains within many countries. NCDC said this days after the World Health Organization, WHO, announced that COVID-19 was no longer a public health emergency of international concern. NCDC's Director General Ifedayo Adetifa said in a statement that WHO's declaration was to enable countries to transition from acute emergency response to managing COVID-19 as part of integrated healthcare delivery for all infectious diseases. He added that the threat of the virus remains within countries and globally, particularly for high-risk groups. Adaba FM has held another edition of the monthly prayer today in an atmosphere of unlimited joy. The guest speaker, Reverend Father Leo Aribishola from Sacred Heart Seminary Akure, who took his test from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1 to 8, encouraged the members of staff to do their respective assignment with the fear of God.
That we do everything that God has given to us to use it for the good of other people. And that is why in your work, in the real sense of working that God has given to us, they are not just meant to earn living or to feed our families. Our work is a blessing, so it is not a curse. Our work is good and godly. It is an expression of human creativity and divine ingenuity. The more reason it must be guided by God, the tenets, the principles of our faith. It is true that we work to earn a living and provide for our family, but it is more than that. It is an expression of our own giftedness and an investment in the common good of our society. When we do our work well, we honor God.
Reverend Father Aribushola urged the members of staff not to be overconfident in carrying out their duties and see each other as co-workers for progress. General Manager of Adaba FM, Sir Martin Sayola, reiterated the effect of joining one's faith with what he or she does, urged staff never to relent in praying for Nigeria's incoming administration.
And this is a special, very special month for us. We just have to pray that what we are witnessing from 29th of this month, God will be with us and shape and reshape the face of this world and the shape of this country for us. And not just put the fact that things are hard, but we believe that there's nothing is possible for God to do. The expectations are very high, and God will lead us to the promised land in Jesus' name.
Another edition of the monthly prayer comes up June 5th, 2023. Former President of the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, Mike Ugirima, has praised emergency service officials following the incident in which a mass aircraft crash landed in Abuja. Ugirima said he had thought the end had come for him and other passengers, but praised the expertise of the pilot.
I wanted to look through the window and I peeped. I saw a tire flown out and I thought, what happened? So I gazed at the tire rolling into the bush on the left side of the track while we were on the runway trying to take off until it disappeared, going very small. I have to adjust and now face the front, and I went into prayer mode because I knew what has happened. The tire had been lost, and I never talked to anybody, but I was praying, rededicating myself, my life to God, and interceding at the same time that God, if it is your wish for this multitude, about 68 of us, medical doctors, senior doctors on board, should be saved.
On Sunday, Max Air confirmed that 2 of its tires busted at the International Airport Abuja at about 2:50 p.m. The spokesperson of the airport, Kaode Iyola, said 143 passengers were on board and an infant as well as 6 crew members, but there was no casualty. To end out about news at 3, a recap of the top stories. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal has ended sitting after pre-hearing session earlier today, just as the Action Alliance withdrew its petition against the President-elect Bola Tinubu. The Supreme Court in Abuja on Monday announced that judgment in the legal tussle between Boeing Oyetola of the APC and Ademola Adeleke of the PDP in Osun governorship election will be delivered tomorrow. We also told you that Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, said that the threat of the COVID-19 virus remains within many countries NCDC said this after the World Health Organization announced that COVID-19 was no longer a public health emergency of international concern. That's at the news at 3, as edited by Titi Lokwe Adigulu. I'm Olajumoke Omoto Show saying good afternoon and thanks for listening.